All right, how's everyone doing tonight?
Hi, what's up?
There we go, awesome. Wow. You know, last time I was on stage in front of an audience this big, I was in short shorts and a tank top.
What?
It was for Mr. Poolsville.
Oh.
We danced every time we touched, and it was beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, before we start tonight's event, we'd like to mention that this year's event will be live streamed on Facebook, so everybody say hi to their moms.
엄마 안녕.
All right, now welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Montgomery College's 4th Annual Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition. My name is Riley Elerick, and I'm a co-leader for the Raptor Tank project.
And my name is Kim, and I'm also a co-leader for Raptor Tank, and we're both so excited to be the host for this amazing event tonight. And before we begin, as Riley mentioned, this is live streamed worldwide, and my family in Korea is watching. I want to address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Well, as you guys probably have seen this picture.
There was supposed to be a picture of
Yeah,
us,
there was
but-
supposed to be a picture of us together that was used as a promo for Raptor Tank. This one. Oh, no? Okay. Well, you guys probably might wonder that we are a couple. Well, we're not. We're both very single and ready to mingle. So just getting it out there.
Oh, here we go. It's coming.
Right
There it
here.
is, that
This one.
one.
Yeah, this one.
No.
Well, we're single. Anyways.
It's a long joke.
We want to encourage all of you guys to use hashtag RaptorTank to promote all the great things that is happening at today's event.
I will be starting this year's thread of hashtags with a picture of all your lovely faces. Everybody say cheese.
Cheese!
There you go. Beautiful. All right. In all seriousness, it's going to be a very exciting night. There's a lot of hard work put into preparing for this competition date, so we're so excited to see everyone here to experience it. With that being said, please join me in welcoming the Provost and Vice President of the Montgomery College Rockville campus, Dr. Kimberly Kelly, for some opening remarks. Dr. Kelly.
Okay, so let me begin by telling you that I am not single, but I'm always ready to mingle. Welcome to the annual Raptor Tank Business Competition 2018. As they mentioned, I'm Kim Kelly. I'm Vice President and Provost of the Rockville campus. And I'm at the home of the amazing Macklin Business Institute. I'm thrilled to welcome you tonight to Montgomery College and this exciting competition that brings us together today. I also want to extend my personal welcome to our Facebook Live virtual attendees, wherever you may be. This event is actually more than a one-time event. The Raptor Tank competition is a year in the making, as students work hard to develop their ideas, receive mentoring, attend workshops, and use the seed money they've received to develop their ideas to the point where they're ready to compete for additional funds through tonight's competition. At the heart of this event is students helping students to develop into future entrepreneurs that contribute to the economy of Montgomery County, the state of Maryland, our fair country, and globally, of course. Raptor Tank is but one way the Macklin Business Institute serves the larger community. The funds that the MBI students raise through their hard work at our MBI Cafe, proudly serving Starbucks, provides the funding that makes Raptor Tank possible. However, it is not for their own benefit, but for the benefit of student entrepreneurs. Their activities and efforts are the definition of selfless service, and they represent the best of Montgomery College. These students' efforts make the development of new businesses possible. It is wonderful to see the peer support that results in innovative ideas that we get to see this evening. And I can't wait. Last year was great. I'm sure this year will be even better. Our annual Raptor Tank Business Competition, as I mentioned, in its 4th year, has created a resource for students to start or grow their business and make a difference in the lives of the students that they help. Tonight, we will see projects that range from streetwear, portable batteries, educational apps, and hip-hop. The variety and the ingenuity of these projects is outstanding. Each of our competitors deserves recognition for their hard work and innovative spirit. Everyone involved with MBI, from the director, Steve Lang, to the dedicated group of advisors, do a wonderful job. Please join me in giving Steve Lang, the faculty advisors, and the student teams a round of applause for their great work. I would also like to just thank our judges, positioned here in the front, ready to go, ever eager for being here tonight at Montgomery College. Thank you. We appreciate all your efforts. I know you'll have an opportunity to introduce yourselves later, so I will say no more. I want to thank you for lending your volunteerism and your selfless service to our aspiring engineers. And if possible, be kind. Be truthful, but be kind. Look around you. The excitement is building. I know it certainly is for me. Our student entrepreneurs have worked hard. Our judges look ready to go. And the rest of us are on the very edge of our seat. So please, enjoy every electrifying moment this evening. I'll now turn the event back to our outstanding MCs for the evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kelly, for your kind opening remarks and for all that you do for Montgomery College students as well as supporting Raptor Tank. At this time, I would like to introduce you guys to our lovely judges for today, all of who are business leaders in our community who are, as we invite each of them to give us a brief introductions of themselves.
Good evening.
Hi.
My name is Bill Keating. This is my 4th year here at the Raptor Tank, and I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you.
We've come a long way, and this is such an exciting event. I'm a local business owner. I own a company called Santa John, which does portable toilets, and I also do some work in trash and hauling. But just love being an entrepreneur and love the energy that I always get when I come here and hear all these fantastic ideas that the students have come up with. So thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here and looking forward to the presentations.
Good evening. I'm Mary Pat Alkis. This is my first time as a judge for Raptor Tank, and I could not be more excited. I'm a member of the Montgomery College Foundation Board of Directors, and I'm also an institutional investment consultant, so I spend my time helping advise large pools of assets on the right types of investments, and I'm thrilled to be able to advise Montgomery College on these investments we're going to hear about today.
Hi, my name is Polly Vale. Thanks so much for having me. I've been an entrepreneur and executive with the New York Times for many years. I've coached women at the Women's Business Center. I run a boutique consulting firm now, and I'm an entrepreneur in residence / mentor at College Park. So I love being with students. I love being with entrepreneurs. I've heard so much about this event, and I look forward to participating. Thanks again for having me.
My name's Shai Palavani. I'm a first-time judge. I have 2 startups. My first startup is a crime reporting mobile app called LiveSafe. After hitting major milestones, was able to get $15 million in funding from 3 billionaires, including the chairman of Expedia and Match.com, CEO and founder of FedEx, and also the founder of AOL, Steve Case. I've also started a second company most recently called Hungry. It's a sharing economy of chefs delivering office food to companies all around the DC area.
Hi, my name is Crystal Quinones. I am a Montgomery College and Macklin Business Institute alum and the first alum judge. I am currently a conference coordinator for an association management company, and I'm so excited to be here.
My name is Stefan Sandberg. I'm a first-time judge. I work here at Montgomery College for the Office of Communication with Digital Engagement Technologies. I have been CEO for 3 startups, a venture manager at a private equity firm where I also worked as a turnaround CEO, and for a number of years was executive director for a business incubator. I love working with students. I love coaching entrepreneurs and helping them on the road to success.
Last again. Hi, everyone. My name's David Popp. I was in the commercial real estate business for about 30 years. I was with a firm called Transwestern. I retired, about 2 years ago. And among the things I'm doing with my time now is teaching an intro to business class right here at Montgomery College and having a great time. So thank you all for asking me back again this year, my third year.
All right. Thank you all so much for volunteering to be here tonight. We really appreciate your time, and we know that you're going to enjoy hearing our student entrepreneurs' pitches later on tonight. Audience, please feel free to read more about the experience and expertise of our fantastic panel of judges in your Raptor Tank program. Now, let's learn a little bit more about Raptor Tank.
Who wants to be a successful entrepreneur here? Raise your hand. Okay. Yeah, I know I do too. Yeah, I want to be the CEO of my own company and be successful at it too.
What's the name of your company?
None of your business. Get it? Raptor Tank business pitch competition. Get it, guys? Okay. All right. No, okay. As you can see, the entrepreneur dream is alive on our campus. There are enthusiastic student entrepreneurs, faculty who wants to help out, as well as the business leaders in our community who wants to support of our MC community. To connect these three groups, we created Raptor Tank.
Yeah, so in the development of Raptor Tank, the Montgomery College Rockville Business Program collaborated with the Macklin Business Institute and one of its flagship programs, MC Enactus. Before I continue, who here knows what Enactus is? There we go. That's a lot of hands. That's great. All right, so the way that we want tonight to work is that you answer questions, you get involved, you get some rewards. Mm-hmm. So I have a shirt here for whoever raised their hands first. I don't remember who it was, so go ahead and do it again. Raise your hands.
Raise your hand. Okay.
Oh, I saw it over there first. All right, I'm going to try my best not to hurt anybody with this. I'll do it underhand. All right.
Oh, perfect. Oh, yeah.
I should have played softball. Oh, man. Okay, so Enactus is an international organization of colleges dedicated to improve livelihoods through sustainable action and entrepreneurial spirit. So throughout the arena, we have poster boards that are showcasing all of our MC Enactus projects here today.
Raptor Tank is only one of the projects that is being displayed today. Through the threefold collaborations, we have been able to witness how each contestant was empowered to pursue their business ideas. And we're so excited to share all the progress with you all today.
So this year's project began with the orientation phase in October, where we hosted several orientation workshops to reach out to potential MC student competitors. In total, 14 teams submitted a full executive summary on their business, and then each executive summary was reviewed by a panel of business faculty and Enactus student leaders. And in the end, 6 teams were selected as finalists to move on to the next round of competition.
Then the finalists went through a series of workshops, including a learning experience and mentorship on everything from business concept development and presentation skills.
Yeah, we even had Jessie Muse, a previous Raptor Tank competitor, come back to share her insights and experience with the current year finalists.
Lastly, the participants had the opportunity to rehearse here last week. Tonight is what they have all been working towards.
Yeah, so lastly, we would like to note that the refreshments are complimentary of the MBI Cafe, a student-run operation located right over there in the Rockville campus. The MBI Cafe project helps us fund Raptor Tank student program initiatives, as well as provides students with a hands-on working experience. So please enjoy some refreshments before and after the competition today, and make sure to stop by in the campus center to support MC students.
Okay, now on to the Audience Choice Awards. Here is how it will work. To vote for your favorite team, you have to text your selection to 650-600-9016. The business code number will be provided after each pitch and can also be found in the program. And you can text your votes anytime throughout the competition until 30 minutes after the final contestant's presentation. And you can only vote once, so please be considerate of your vote.
Yeah, so I kind of skipped over this. I apologize. So after the teams have pitched their businesses tonight, I'll find it. There we go. So the judges will come together to determine the winners of the first, second, and third place award winners. And in addition to the prize money totaling $5,000 that will be awarded tonight, we're offering everyone in attendance the chance to vote for your favorite business to invest in by voting for our Audience Choice Award recipient. So the presenting team with the most number of votes will win a bonus award of $500, as Autumn was just talking about.
Okay. So finally, this time, it's what you've all been waiting for. It's time to meet all the contestants for today. Our 6 teams, consisting of 7 entrepreneurs, have been working extremely hard for the last 7 months. We have seen the progress that have made, and they come from a variety of backgrounds and majors, but all share the same passion for entrepreneurship. Here is a video summarizing their Raptor Tank experience made by MCTV.
Hi, I'm Ryan Baker.
And I'm Elisa Haddad.
And we're Donut Shop Collective. Donut Shop is a 2-part project whose main focus is streetwear, with the other part being a media platform who's dedicated to connecting with youth in the creative community.
Our main goal is to bring the youth together through similar interests like music and art.
Hi, my name is Stephen Cota. I'm the founder and president of Rocket Sports LLC. We specialize in providing high-quality sports equipment and spiritwear for teams in Maryland and Washington, D.C., but we're looking to expand to the entire Mid-Atlantic region.
Hi, my name is An Nguyen, and I am the founder of the Outsider Channel. The Outsider Channel is an entertainment channel which focuses on the appreciation of hip-hop culture, both in Western culture and also in other cultures such as Asia culture and Africa culture.
Hi, my name is Andre Kuzin, and my business is Z-Charge. My business idea is to create the new and improved portable charger by creating a device that will be converting the mechanical energy from your bike into electric energy, so you can be charging your phone while biking.
My name is Natalie Vilson, and I am the owner and founder of Lily and Pip Apron Boutique. Lily and Pip Apron Boutique is an online specialty shop that creates trendy, durable, functional, and beautiful aprons.
My name is Aisa Hernandez, and my business idea is Edward. Edward is a mobile app that looks forward to helping high school students in the ESL or English as a Second Language programs to maximize their potential and achieve their goals through academic, motivational, and emotional support. I am originally from Peru, and I've been living here in the States for around 8 years. I am a current business major at Montgomery College, and I'm planning to transfer to UMD next semester.
As a kid, I moved around a lot but always stayed local to the Gaithersburg area. After graduating Gaithersburg High School, I attended Montgomery College for financial reasons. I'm hoping to transfer to the University of Maryland at College Park to pursue a business degree.
So I'm originally from New York, born in Brooklyn, raised in Long Island. So when I registered at MC in the fall, I joined Enactus, and through Enactus is how I heard about Raptor Tank.
I'm originally from Russia, but I moved to the U.S. at a very young age, and after graduating high school, I came to MC because it gave me the opportunity to test the waters by participating in events like this.
Me and my family moved here 5 years ago from Vietnam in order for me and my sibling to purchase a higher education, a better future. When I transferred to Montgomery College, I'm very glad to see a lot of diversity in cultural. I joined Human Foundation. They introduced me to a lot of competition, a lot of organization, a lot of scholarship, and I finally end up here in Raptor Tank.
I'm Lebanese. I'm from Gaithersburg, Maryland. I took a hiatus off of MC until I figured out what I truly wanted to do and came back, and while I was in my business class, I found out about Raptor Tank.
I went to Westminster High School, which is not in Montgomery County, but I ended up at Montgomery College. And last semester, Elisa and I were walking to our next class, and she mentioned the Raptor Tank business pitch competition to me, and I didn't think much of it at the beginning, but I thought maybe we could have some fun and learn something too.
If I win the money, I will reinvest it back into the business so we can perform research in order to improve and develop the current product, and hopefully in the future we can bring a new product to market.
Cost of manufacturing is a bit expensive, so the $2,500 would help in getting closer to that goal of creating at least enough product to begin selling the aprons.
I would use the money to invest in equipment that would make producing spiritwear more efficient and affordable.
If I win Raptor Tank, I will use the prize money into the business's initial step, which is developing a website. The website will help me eventually to obtain and develop the Edward app, which is our main goal.
I will use the money to rent a place an office for my channel in which we can create content such as the talk shows for the channel. We can edit video for the documentary for the shows to create more good content to put out there for the people to enjoy our channel more.
If we win Raptor Tank, we're going to allocate funds to extending our product line, upgrading the quality, and funding marketing campaigns.
Thank you, MCTV, for that amazing video on our contestants. Now, please welcome our first contestants of the night, Elisa and Ryan, representing their business, Donut Shop Collective.
Woo! Wow, it's bright.
Good afternoon. Okay? I'm Ryan Baker.
And I'm Elisa Haddad, and we're Donut Shop Collective. All right. So what is Donut Shop Collective?
Donut Shop is a streetwear brand from Maryland that focuses on promoting unity, embracing diversity, and cultivating artistic creativity. We provide high-quality apparel that features collaborative designs from around the DC metro area. So I'm sure many of you are wondering how we got the name, and no, we don't sell donuts. We mean this with the utmost respect to our men and women in blue. However, this is a skateboard brand, and the name stems from skateboarder slang in the 90s. When skaters were skating in a no loitering area, in order to warn everyone when it was time to leave, they'd say, "The donut shop is coming." And so we took this and played off of it to try to appeal to our audience. So what we offer, we currently have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, visors, beanies, and stickers right now. You can find them on our website at www.donutshopco.com. So our target audience, we attempt to model ourselves after industry-leading streetwear brands like Supreme, The Hundreds, and Johnny Cupcakes. We typically try to gear towards the younger audience, ages 13 to 25, skateboarders, people in the underground music and art industry. Donut Shop's plans for the future include moving beyond the clothing industry. We would like to start doing things like music shows and festivals to not only showcase what we have, but bring other people in as well and showcase what other people can do. We'd also like to start a media platform, something like a YouTube channel, which would help showcase these things like music shows and festivals, vlogs, music videos, anything like that.
So we ran a campaign of a short 50-second video on both Facebook and Twitter to garner more attention to our brand as well as sales and to gain attention from our target audience. So please enjoy the short version of this video. So with our current manufacturer, we are able to charge $10 to $20 less than our competition and still maintain a 45% profit. Last year, through online sales, events, and pop-up shops, we made approximately $5,000 in business. So far this year, we've done $1,250 in business, and we're looking to do $7,500 by 2019. So this is where your help comes in. We could use this seed money to upgrade our quality in our apparel and add new selections such as jackets, sweatpants, and tanks for the summer, as well as further our marketing campaign and purchasing a social media banner like the one up there. We will also use some of the funds to cover festivals, vendors' costs, and travel expenses. We're so excited to see how far this year will take us, and thank you so much for tuning in. Follow us, we'll follow back.
What do you guys see as your primary competition?
Some of the brands that we mentioned earlier, brands like Supreme, the Hundreds, Diamond, Johnny Cupcakes, those would be people that we look up to and also see as our competition. Mm-hmm.
Great presentation, thank you. You mentioned revenue, how about profit?
Well, off of each sale, we make 45% profit, and then usually what we do is we just go and buy more product to sell. As far as profits, this first year has been kind of hard for us just to have everything documented. So we're planning on the next year to kind of figure out those, more ways to document all of our, revenue and the things that go out and come in.
It's definitely a lesson learned in year one.
Yeah.
I used to sell T-shirts in college, and you have to be a hustler to do it. So kudos to you guys for figuring out a product and going out there and selling it. Have you guys tried knocking on doors with backpacking the T-shirts and selling it door to door? What are your ideas to ramp up sales much quicker?
Well, right now I have my siblings that are in high school, so they've been reaching out to the more popular crowd within the high school, and we like to call them our minions. So usually I'll give them a free shirt or something, and then they'll just go. Social media is big nowadays. Anyone's on Instagram, or at least for that age, Twitter. So they'll wear it, they'll shout us out, and then we'll put the same picture on our page, shout them out, and so usually we'll get a good traction on our page from that. A lot of the times we use local artists and musicians. We give them some of our stuff to wear in their videos and at their shows and stuff like that. So it's kind of what we've been doing. We've been kind of working with our target audience to get it out there.
I loved your presentation. I especially thought the video was really cute and catchy. What kind of viewing did you attract with that video, with your pushing out to social media?
Well, we got a lot of people just kind of attracted to our pages, so we got a lot of following. It was kind of all over the place. Not even just the U.S. There was a lot of different foreign countries that are following our pages and stuff. So it was pretty cool just to kind of get it out there and get people onto our pages.
Right now you're a web-only product. Do you see yourself partnering with others, maybe brick and mortar, maybe third parties?
But do you mind repeating that?
Do you see yourself selling through third parties and through maybe brick and mortar?
As in store,
Yeah.
different stores? Yeah, I wanted to get it into Zoomies because I know they like to support local businesses within their area that are popular. So my first goal is obviously to get it more out there. But yeah, I definitely wanted to. I did have it at a local studio in Virginia. They were selling my stuff there. So yeah, I've been talking to different places just to get whoever will put my stuff there and just give them a percentage off of it.
They say there's riches and niches. So obviously, you guys found a great niche, the skater market. How big is it, though? Do you guys know nationally or locally how big that market is from an opportunity standpoint?
Not exactly, but given the success of some of the other companies that I mentioned earlier, like Supreme and the Hundreds, clearly they're doing pretty well. So we hope to kind of garner some of that attention that they seem to have found.
And we hope to get in the music industry, of course. So there's always a trend that's always growing. So as long as we stay with the trend and stay connected to all those artists that are out there, we can also go through that industry as well.
One more question.
With your interest in moving into the music and art industry, have you done any research about music festivals where you could do a pop-up type of a store or talk to local music establishments, and some down in the National Harbor area, the Fillmore, and sort of show them what you've got and see if you can kind of get a tie-in with some of the...
I actually have thrown a couple of shows myself, just bringing in together kind of like a donor shop sponsored event. And I'll bring in different genres of music, and then we'll sell tickets, and I'll have my stuff set up. As far as it getting bigger, that's all just as I get bigger with the artists that I work with and I get bigger, then I will be able to get bigger with the festivals as well. I have gone into festivals like Moonrise, Vans Warped Tour, so things like that, which is where I want to be as far as where my brand wants to go. So those are like kind of the lane that I want to be in. So as far as that, like once we just keep at what we're doing, we'll be able to go where we need to go. So.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
How amazing was that? Thank you, Donut Shop Collective. If you want to vote for Donut Shop Collective to win the Audience Choice Award, please text 163525 to 650-600-9016. Let me also remind you guys to use hashtag RaptorTank to tweet about all the amazing events that is happening today. And also, remember to text HI to 240-388-2558 if you're having fun at this event.
Autumn?
Yeah?
Isn't that your number?
Yeah, Shoot Your Shots 2018, yeah.
Anyway, during each presentation and while we give the judges a couple of minutes to complete their evaluation forms, we're going to be highlighting a few of our other MC Enactus projects. We'd like to start by talking about our R Stories project.
The R Stories project mission is to create strong community for our ESOL students in our own community. ESOL means English for speakers of other languages, and the growth of the enrollment of the students in these programs has continued to climb.
Yeah, so to raise funding for the ESOL program and ESOL students, the R Stories team publishes and sells books. The project is involved with 2 high schools this year, Wheaton and Rockville, and the way it works is that our team goes to these high schools and hosts workshops, encouraging the ESOL students to write about their first day in America and draw illustrations to accompany their stories, and then they collect them all and publish them into one book, like the ones you see here.
So the Our Stories project table is located on your right side, so please be sure to check that out during the judge deliberation period. Also, they have published a book for each of the schools they're collaborating with, so please make sure to check that out. They're really amazing. And we wanted to start with this project because it relates to our next contestant's business, which is Aixa Hernandez, presenting her business, Edward. Please welcome me with her.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Aixa Hernandez, and I would like to start this presentation with a short story. One day during my senior year in high school, I was in the consulate office when I met a daughter, and his daughter came into this office. They both did not speak English at all, so they were helped by the secretary who spoke their native language. They were there for one reason. They wanted to start a process for the student, the girl, who was part of the ESOL program, to drop out of the school. By experience, because I have been part of the ESOL program back in high school, I know that learning a language is not the only challenge ESOL students in high school face. There are other hidden challenges, such as dealing with the discouragement of having to repeat 1 or more grades in high school, having to live away from their families, and many times they have to live alone here in the U.S. Things that cause frustration, which leads to lack of motivation. And if these students do not get enough support, if these students don't have a well-developed goal for what to fight for what to be motivated for every day, then these students end up like the girl I just talked about at the beginning of this presentation. Today, the current graduation rate for ESOL students in the area is around 40.7%. For these reasons today, I would like to introduce you to Edward. Education is power. What is Edward? Edward is an educational website and app that looks forward to helping high school students in the ESOL program to maximize their potential and get motivated and achieve their goals. We would like to provide them with 3 important things. First, we would like to give them access to educational websites and educational activities that are based on motivational content and that are divided into the students' different learning styles: auditory, visual, kinesthetic, and for those students that like to read and write. Second, we would like to give them daily motivational text messages. And third, we would like to give them information about colleges and universities. This is an example of an educational activity designed for a student who has a auditory learning style, and in this case, they are going to listen to a video with motivational content, and then they are going to proceed to answer some questions about it. A couple of days ago, we got the opportunity to present our project to MCPS. We talked to Mrs. Sonja Bludner. She's the supervisor of the ESOL program at Montgomery County Public Schools, and she loves our project. She says that MCPS will be willing to work with Edward, and she's going to help us to introduce our project to the MCPS directors next semester. While that's happening, she also gave us a green light to work with some students at these two schools, Gaithersburg High School and Richard Montgomery High School. By the time we're going to be working with them, our website is going to be in the process of development, but we're going to still giving them all that information that Edward would give them. And let's talk about the financial projections. We are planning to sell the access to Edward for $7 per student per semester. And in order for us to break even, we'll need to sell the access to 354 students, which is around one school. We would like to also get profit from advertisements. We conducted a survey in a local school asking for how much information do you know about colleges and universities to ESOL students in this high school. And 80% of them had little or no information about these topics. We also asked them, what are your educational goals? And many of them said, oh, I would like to become a teacher. I would like to become an engineer. But the question is, if they don't have that information, how are they going to get to that goal? But how does EdWork work? Well, EdWork is not only based on experience. It's based also in academic research. According to the Teaching Public Administration, students' learning styles are significant in the retention and graduation rates. Additionally, according to a study done by the North American Colleges and Teachers of Agriculture, motivational quotes can be used to motivate students and teach the power of positive thinking. Now let's go and make the difference. Edward, education is power. Thank you.
Enjoyed the presentation, especially the last part about positive thinking. That's a firm believer in that. Do you see, and I'm very impressed with the fact you've connected already with MCPS. I think that's a fantastic place to kind of start. And do you see kind of are you able to borrow content for some of that, like the auditory learning that you gave the example of, or will you have to create all of that content to really work well with the app and the website?
Yeah, we are going to be working with teachers in order for us to design these different activities. And yes, we're borrowing content from motivational speeches done, let's say, by Barack Obama or Michelle Obama, and public figures, and we want students to interact with the content, with the motivational content, instead of just reading it.
Okay.
Great presentation, thank you. 2 questions. Number 1, how many languages will you be in? And also, you refer to we. Who else is on your team?
Yes, I'm working with one more person, and she cannot be here today, but we are both going to be working in this. We are planning to present Edward only in English, but we would like to give the information about colleges and universities in Spanish too, since more than 50% of all the ESOL population in high schools speak Spanish.
I just want to share that I love the presentation. I love all the stats and numbers. You come off as an expert. You're the real deal. I also love that you're helping people with your idea, and in my experience, social entrepreneurship, it makes it a lot easier. People want to help you in your mission, and it's easier to attract people. It's easier to attract funding. So good for you.
Thank you.
I like the way you started with a story to capture attention, so very good. You've got a clear passion for your business, which is invaluable. My question's really on your revenue. You mentioned both advertising and subscriptions. Do you see that leaning more heavily on subscriptions to start and then maybe more to advertising later, or how do you see that?
Yes, exactly like that. We would like to sell the access to Edward, and that's going to be our main access to profits, and then we can go with advertisement too.
Great, thank you.
Kind of a follow-up to that great presentation. What type of advertisers do you think you would be targeting?
Educational ones, I believe, the ones that are selling different books or educational supplies too.
So I think it's great that you connected with MCPS. That was a great move. One question, so these students are going to be taking ESOL classes at school and then using your product. Do you see yourself coordinating with MCPS to make sure that you follow sort of one line of teaching so that the teaching doesn't conflict, or have you looked into that?
Yes. We would like to introduce Edward to their classes, to the ESOL students' classes. So whatever they are learning right there, they can practice it on our website. I didn't mention this in the presentation, but each student will have its own account, and teachers will be able to see their score as they respond to each question. So that's how we want to.
I agree with all the other judges. It was a fabulous presentation. Your statistics make it a very compelling story. There's a great need for what you're trying to do, and I love the social aspect of it. You referenced Richard Montgomery and Gaithersburg high schools, and I can see where high school students might be, particularly once you get to an app, the target audience, but do you see an application for younger students? Because I think we all learn that the sooner you can kind of come up with interventions, you might actually be able to transition some younger students out of the ESOL program earlier.
Yes. That's the main goal. We want them to be pulled out of the ESOL program as soon as they can, so they can have the experience of they can experience other things. But we will also like to expand Edward not to only high schools but to middle schools too. We're focusing on high schools right now because it is known that for students that are over the age of 13, it is harder to learn a new language. So for middle school students, it's a little bit more easy, but why not? They always need help.
One more question.
Do you have the domain bought yet? Have you started the website? What's your next step to find a developer and designer? And have you thought about starting a Facebook page where you can start posting motivational content or educational stuff for free so you can get a base of users?
Yes. I have been talking to the web developer, and based on the information that he gave us, that's how we got our costs, and we place our price. And no, we are going to start the development of our website in July, and it's going to take around 4 months to develop it. And yes, and while that's happening, we would like to also open Facebook accounts, Instagram accounts, so the students can get the access to there too.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
If you feel like I feel, baby, then come on.
I'm loving the music. It's my playlist. Thank you, Ikes. Remember to text 163-526-2650-600-9016 if you'd like to vote for Edward to win the Audience Choice Award. Again, we're hoping to see a lot of tweets about Raptor Tank using the hashtag Raptor Tank.
And speaking of hashtag Raptor Tank, I am going to take another selfie with all of your lovely faces. So gather around. Okay, no? All right, okay. I'm going to post that later after I introduce you guys to our next Enactus project, which is a legacy project of our MC Enactus chapter that aims to empower aspiring entrepreneurs all around the world by branching out with affect changes in our local community, the One Hand Project.
Yeah, so who saw us fundraising in the campus center last year? We did that a lot for One Hand.
I saw
Anyone?
it. Have you guys?
Anyone? Because we got a shirt for whoever raises their hands. Makes it really easy.
Who wants it?
There we go.
All right, there we go. Almost.
Close.
Almost.
All right. So the One Hand Project has been on our Montgomery College campus for about 8 years now. I got the chance to co-lead it last year. I got to see the impact we make firsthand, so it's pretty incredible.
The One Hand Project aims to empower entrepreneurs all around the world by extending $25 microloans through Kiva, a nonprofit organization that hosts a website that connects people in need with potential lenders, creating a global lending community.
Yeah, this year's team has succeeded in issuing 70 loans, or a total investment of $2,300, to over 800 entrepreneurs in 26 different countries. That's pretty incredible, but that was only this year alone. Like I said, this project has been on our campus for about 8 years, and the way it works is that we started with this initial grant that we have loaned out to different entrepreneurs, being repaid over time, and then continue to do that cycle as we go along. So that being said, throughout those past 8 years, MC students have succeeded in lending over 978 loans, or a total of $26,800 to entrepreneurs in over 66 different countries. That's pretty incredible. How about a round of applause for our MC students?
Yeah. Woo! Okay, so if you guys have any more questions about the One Hand Project, the project table is located on the right side, so please be sure to check that out during the judge deliberation period. And next up is our contestant, Andre, presenting his business, Z-Charge.
My name is Andre Susan, and I'm here to present a business concept to you. One reason I'm qualified to present this is not only am I a computer science major, but also whenever I set my mind to something, I never back down. For example, I started gymnastics at the age of 14, which is very late, and as a result, I had to practice with 6- and 7-year-olds until I gained the proper amount of skills to move on. Now, 4 years later, I am a Maryland state champion in my division. So now we're going back to Z-Charge. So who here has a phone and likes going bike riding, or has ever been in a situation where their phone died when they needed it the most? Well, I've been in this situation multiple times, and that's how I came up with the concept. So Z-Charge is a device that converts the mechanical energy from the rotation of a bike's wheels into electric energy in order to power your phone, creating a new creative alternative to portable chargers. So I've created a very simple prototype. However, this is what I want the product to look like in the future. Not only does it have a detachable portable charger, which will allow you to continue to charge your phone once you arrive at your destination, it also allows you to connect any device to it using a universal USB plug-in. So not only does it provide an electric current of 4.5 amperes, allowing you to charge your phone at the same rate as you would at your home through an outlet, it's also water and dust proof, allowing you to use it in the rain. So the target audience is basically anyone who has a phone or electronic device such as an iPod and likes to bike. There's a total number of 66.2 million bikers in the U.S., and that's not even considering countries in the world that heavily rely on cycling as a mode of transportation, such as China. And the potential market is expanding even more rapidly today due to bike share programs. So what better way to test and see whether the audience would like this product than to go and survey them? So I surveyed 40 people, and I found that 67.5% of them said that they would be interested in buying this product. So marketing-wise, I was going to approach it by using social media, because not only can you reach a specific audience, you can also reach potential buyers. Also, I was going to use the power of word of mouth, because the biker community is very well tight-knit, so if one person likes it, they can tell their friend, and it can spread like wildfire in a community. And then finally, partnerships. Like I mentioned earlier, Capital Bike Share is just one of many which have blown up recently. You've probably seen them, red bikes in DC. And so what is the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to partner with city bike programs such as Capital Share, OGO, the red and yellow bikes. You've all seen them. And potentially have a personal website with a line of products ranging from chargers to rechargeable electric bikes. I know it's a wild shot, but if you're not shooting for the stars, I don't know what you're doing. So, and then I want to be located in retail stores across America. So REI, Dick's Sporting Goods, Walmart, they're just a few of many. Then financials. So there's not that many fixed and variable costs to start the company up, because most manufacturing cost is the only one that you really need in order to start it, because you can do a lot of the other stuff using e-commerce platforms such as Amazon. So the estimated manufacturing cost is $15 per unit, and that is including shipping from the factory to the headquarters. So retail price per unit is going to be $35 to $40, and once again, I got that price by surveying my target audience, and 55% of them said that they would like to see this product in the range of $30 to $40, which allows for a profit margin of about 50%. So projected revenue growth. So I'm hoping to design this product by 2018, and we're hoping to get our first batch of 1,000 units in 2019. Therefore, I'm setting a goal of selling all of them that first year. Then 2020, I would like to sell 5,000 units. A lot of you may be wondering, that's a pretty big jump, but I'm hoping to get into retail stores by 2020, and with that help, I'm hoping to sell 5,000 units, and I'm just hoping to grow from there. And this is at a manufacturing cost of $15 and a retail price of $35. So, use of funds. I will use the money to connect with experts to research and create this prototype, because I do not have it yet. I have a device, but I need to improve and enhance its performance as a product, so it would be more appealable for people. And finally, at the beginning you heard my story. Now I'm telling you the beginning of another story, and this is your chance to be part of it. Thank you.
Your presentation was really great. You hit every major point that we'd hope for you to address in a business pitch. So very well done.
Thank you.
I am an avid stationary biker, and I can see multiple applications for you to partner with either gyms, SoulCycle. I can't tell you the number of times I've gone to a hotel and realized I forgot my charger for my phone, and I'm starting to wonder whether my phone will last through my business meeting the next day. And yet if I could jump on the bike in the gym that morning and charge my phone, my problem would be solved. So I feel like there's tremendous potential, and I just wondered, were you specifically focused on an actual bike that moves, or are we stationary bikers a possible source?
So basically, my idea was born because I love to exercise, and I constantly listen to music. And at some point, my phone runs out of battery, and I thought, how could I charge my phone without having to go back home? So that's how I came up with this idea. However, like you said, using stationary bikes is also a huge potential, because I know there's some gyms out there already that are using their users to power their facilities. So that definitely can be transformed into stationary bikes, and that's something I will definitely look into. So.
This is a great idea, and like you said, you hit all the important parts of putting this business together. And it reminds me when I was a kid, and we used to have our bikes. Probably don't have this anymore. And with a little charger that would power the light on the front of your bike, and you'd kind of pedal, and the light would get brighter, and then it'd dim down and get better. So I mean, I wish I had this back then. But my question really is: have you cost out what it's going to take to put the prototype together? You know what those cost?
I don't have any specific value, but I'm currently trying to get in touch with Manoj Bhargava. He has his headquarters up in Michigan, and he has a facility called an invention shop, where they try to create they're trying to create technology that will improve they're trying to create technology that will create clean energy, clean water, and I was trying to get in touch with them with this idea, and I'm not sure how much it's going to cost yet, but I'm definitely going to need funds in order to connect myself with experts like him. So.
I thought the idea was super innovative. I think you're the next Elon Musk.
Thank you.
I was so glad to hear that you're thinking about partnering with the Capital Bike Share or other ones. I think Uber just bought one this week for $200 million, an electric bike company. So licensing or partnering with those companies is probably the way to go. Then just the consumer side is a good idea too, but it's a lot of hard work. So I hope you can build a prototype and get it out there. And if this idea doesn't make you a millionaire, I'm sure the next one will. You're very innovative.
Okay, thank you.
I loved it. I want to actually be on my bike having this conversation. One question, though, barriers to entry. If you have this idea, pretty sure some other people have the idea. Can you get to market fast, and can you get some protection around this so that other people don't just steal your idea and ride away with it?
So you can get a design patent, which I'm planning to do. However, basically the main way that I'm going to compete with my competitors is provide a better product than they can, higher quality. For example, there's someone out there already doing something very similar. They're called Atom Cycle. However, each unit costs $150, and that is not very reachable for the average consumer. Like, for example, I'm not going to spend $150 for a charger when I can just go buy a $30 portable charger. They'll almost do the same function. So that's gonna be my strategy, I guess. So.
Love that you've got your target market and you actually survey them. Not only for will they buy it, but how much will they pay for it. So very good to do that. My question is just on your revenue. You talked about partnerships. Did you give any thought to, when you approach Capital Bike Shares or others, how much they would want for this? I mean, would they just do it because they want to have a different service, or they're going to want, some cut of your profits?
So basically, I've not approached them yet. That's definitely in the making. However, I was thinking of approaching them as adding this as an accessory to their bikes. For example, you can get the bikes at the stops in DC, and you can go biking. However, if you add this accessory, then not only can you be biking, but you can also be charging your phone. So I feel like it's an advantage even to them. So it's, instead of I guess either buying them from me, specifically partnering with them. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Andre. You can text 163-527 to 650-600-9016 if you'd like to see Z-Charge win the Audience Choice Award. Let the world know how great that presentation was by using the hashtag RaptorTank when tweeting. Next, we'd like to highlight the MBI Cafe project.
Who here's gotten a drink at the MBI Cafe? Oh, yeah, I know, I see a lot of familiar faces. Yeah. So I know you guys probably have seen me working at the cafe, scrubbing down the place, or jamming to songs, or both at the same time. So the MBI Cafe has been with us for operating on Rockville Montgomery College campus for 15 years now. Its mission is to provide students with the opportunity to gain real-life work experience in a fast-paced environment. Its goal is to provide job opportunities to students. And this year alone, we have hired over 30 employees.
Yeah, so we've expanded this business over the past 15 years to impact a broader audience of students. The cafe not only provides jobs for students on campus, but it also provides the funding for other Enactus projects such as Raptor Tank, all while providing the transfer scholarships for MC students.
And we recently relocated to a more prominent location in front of the cafeteria in the campus center. With this relocation, we generated over $150,000 in revenue, which helped fund this whole event. I think we need a round of applause.
So if you have any questions about this project, please be sure to head over to the cafe station back there, and be sure to enjoy some food provided by the MBI Cafe during the judges' deliberation period later on. Now, let's welcome on, representing her business, the Outsiders Channel.
Hi everyone, my name is Anwin. So before I start my presentation, I would like to ask everybody in this room a question. Have you guys ever heard any bad reputation about hip hop before throughout your life? Raise your hand if you. Come on, I know there's a lot more. All right, so since the beginning of time, there's a lot of bad reputation about hip hop, especially about rap music. And then there comes a second question that people usually ask is that how do people usually feel when hip hop is adapted by other country, other culture? The majority of the time, unfortunately, the feedback, the opinion turned out quite negative, Keeping these research in my mind and developing my time, I finally came to create the Outsider channel. Now, the Outsider channel is an entertainment brand whose goal is to deliver high quality content to our viewers so we can press on the influence of hip hop culture on other countries, other communities. Right now, the Outsider channel is in partnership with Duncan Magazine. So Duncan Magazine is the first Vietnamese hip-hop magazine. They also deliver a lot of high-quality content. They also involve in a lot of hip-hop events in Vietnam region. So now shift over to the competition out there. There are 3 major competitors on the market right now. One is One Love Massive, Everyday Struggle, and 88 Rising. So what makes the Outsider different from our competitor? So when a consumer, for me, especially for me myself, when I watch a video, when I watch a content, I want to feel relaxed. I want a content to be entertaining, yet it also have to be informative. The information that I'm receiving needs to be useful. However, usually the video that people see on social media are usually out of date. They are being reposted over and over again. And this video also have a lot of cultural appropriation aspect in them. However, if you come to the Outsider channel, our team will make sure that all our information used in our channel is peer-reviewed and fact-checked information. We will also make sure that our content is entertaining and informative for our viewers to feel excited whenever they watch our video. So what do we have to offer? Our team is developing 2 shows. First called What's Good, which is a talk show and will be streamed on YouTube. The second one is a series of documentary movie, which is called The Blog and will be streamed on Amazon. So move back to What's Good shows. Our expectation for What's Good is to reach 2,000 watch hours and 800 subscribers after our first year. Even though YouTube policy does state that in order for us to make money out of YouTube commercial, we will need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. However, with our goal, with our set goal, we will be able. I believe that we will have enough exposure for outside brand to looking for it and give it more commission on commercial and sponsorship. So about the blog, according to Amazon policy, our expectation is to reach 10,000 watch hour per movie within the first 4 to 6 months that the movie is released. We also expect to make at least $1,000 per movie after the first year. Combine these 2 factors, and based on our analyzing on how many episodes that we will release per year, we expect to make roughly around $24,000 after our first year. The Outsider channel, again, is a young child. It just got created. However, our team always set our goals so we can better ourselves. Our future goal is to be able to host annual concert, release our first magazine in the United States and in Vietnam. We also want to expand our content into other countries. And we will also want it to be financially strong enough to stream our content on our own media. So now I want to show you guys a small video.
Tụi mày nghe về Sài Gòn để tao xin. Mọi người sống vì đồng tiền và mỗi người là một người lính. Các em gái nhìn trong thành xinh nhưng 12 tuổi đã không còn chinh. Các quý tử trở thành giang hồ khi xung quanh không còn đường binh.
Cây nào lớn mà không có rễ sâu, trèo té muốn bể đầu, về đi khui nắp chai, pập hai phát có sao đâu.
Hip hop has done more damage to black and brown people than racism in the last 10 years.
Say the blacker the better, the sweeter the juice. I say the darker the flesh, then the deeper the root. While the rich kids are driving Benz are still trying to hold on to surviving friends. And it's crazy, it seems they'll never let up. But please, you gotta keep your head up.
So together, the Outsider team is proud to inform, to entertain, and to spread love within our hip-hop communities. Thank you so much.
It was a really great presentation. I feel informed. I feel smarter about hip-hop culture, so you did a really great job of expanding my mind. You were very clear about the revenue structure and where your estimates are coming from, and they seemed reasonable. You didn't really address the cost side and what costs you might incur, whether it's licensing or royalties for streaming professional content.
Yes, so I actually have to think about that. So on YouTube side, right now, everything on YouTube, as long as the song is not streaming over 20 seconds, then it's not going to be required for copyright. The cost for the outsider channel is not quite that much because right now, the majority of the volunteer in our team right now are completely volunteer. So there's going to be no employee cost for that. The only cost that I'm worried about for the outsider is commercial costs. Which is why I'm trying to get a lot of partnership as possible. Luckily, I have reached out to Donkey Magazine and got their partnership last 2 weeks. So yes, so commercial and marketing is definitely the biggest cost that I'm worrying about right now.
Great presentation. How often do you plan to deliver content to YouTube and Amazon?
For the What's Good show, which is going to be on YouTube, our team is planning to have new episodes every 2 weeks. And for the documentary movie, we are planning to have a new movie release every 3 months on different aspects, such as different topics such as sneaker, graffiti, turntablism, rap music, and behind the light.
Thank you. A lot of fun, very entertaining. Who is on your team?
Right now, my team had a total of 5 to 6 people. 2 of them is actually a Montgomery College student. Those 2, they are very good in public speaking, and they have a lot of passion for hip hop. I will have them as a host for the talk shows. I also have another volunteer from Vietnam, and he has a deep understanding on hip hop culture within Vietnam region, and I will also have him as a co-host on the shows. I also have another person, his name is Suhail Khan, and he will be a content advisor doing the helping me and the team to do research on the content, peer review, and I have a graphic design to be in charge of the art aspect of the channel.
You did a good job. It sounds like a fun business, so it sounds like you have no trouble attracting people to help you. So my advice is just create as many videos as you can and just churn out content, and you'll keep getting better and better and attracting more eyeballs.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. I especially loved that logo. Wish we could get that back up there again. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And I can see the potential. My son actually does videos on YouTube, and somehow he gets checks every month from them for doing these videos. So your revenue model makes sense to me. It is very exciting to kind of see this kind of coming together, and I like the idea that you got that partnership already. It's helping you kind of move forward. So good work.
Thank you.
Let me preface this by saying that I'm probably the last person on earth that should be commenting on hip-hop, okay?
I understand.
You can't get more uncool than me, but having said that, I'm going to piggyback a little on what Mary Pat said about cost, because you went over your revenue very well. But you said your marketing and your commercial are a big cost, and that you've got 5 or 6 people as well. Are those people going to be volunteers, or are you going to be looking to pay them as well?
For now, for the beginning, so I would say for the first first year, while we was getting the popularity from the public, our team is completely voluntary because they also do this side project as well. But after the outsider is grow, I definitely looking forward to actually pay for what they deserve, for sure.
All right, thank you.
Just one other question. And me too. I'm kind of on the old school. When I saw The Outsiders, I thought of S.E. Hinton's book from back when I was in elementary school. So, but have you thought about with that partnership? I'm assuming that magazine has some advertisers in it. Is this being another vehicle for those advertisers to kind of reach and kind of doing some cross marketing with the magazine and having another revenue stream from advertisement?
Yes, definitely. Because Dunkare right now, they actually have a huge fan page in Vietnam on their Facebook and also on their YouTube. The thing that I'm looking out for Dunkare is that they can help us to get more exposure to our audience. The thing that I can provide Dunkare is that we have a good connection in how to market more content that they have, and we can try to help them deliver those content here in the United States as well, not only just limited in Vietnam.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, An, for your your great project presentation. Her outfit was on point. Do you guys agree? Yeah. Leopard print, yeah.
So mine.
The way to vote for On, the Outsiders channels to win the Audience Choice Award is to text 163528 to 650-600-9016. And also continue to tweet about all the ideas and any of the other businesses using hashtag RaptorTank.
The next Enactus project we would like to highlight is a new one, the YU Project.
The YU Project does great work helping empower women in the indigenous YU tribe of Colombia to build a sustainable community.
Yep. So it aims to empower the members in this indigenous community to gain access to the basic life necessities such as access to clean water, and it does so through the marketing and selling of handmade crafts such as bags and bracelets. As you can see, they're very fashionable and go well with everyday attire. Whether you're on stage hosting a business pitch competition or on stage in short shorts and a tank top, you look great. It's a great accessory.
Anyways, if you want to know more about the YU Project and interest in purchasing any of these bags or bracelets, please be sure to stop by the YU Project station during the judge deliberation period. Now let's help me welcome our next contestant, Stephen Coda, presenting his business, Rocket Sports.
That may not be something single, yeah. What you see,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stephen Coda, and I'm here to pitch my company, Rocket Sports LLC. So before I begin, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a business major here at Montgomery College. I coached lacrosse at Wilson High School in D.C., and I also played lacrosse at Gaithersburg High School. Now, at Gaithersburg is where I noticed that there was a problem. So a couple years ago, I'm sitting in class waiting for the bell to ring. It's the day of our first home game, a game that needs to set the tone of the season. But when I get down to the locker room, I noticed that none of our spirit wear and equipment that we had ordered over 3 weeks ago had arrived. So the coaches are panicking, the parents are annoyed because they spent all this money, and their apparel is not there. And the kids, well, our hearts sank because now we can't set the tone for the season. We have to go to the supply closet, and we got to mix and match equipment and apparel that are centuries old. And so Rocket Sports was invented to fix this problem. So Rocket Sports' goal is to make the coach's life easy. And we do this by delivering on time and with no mistakes. And we're able to do that because we work closely with our customizer to ensure that the decorating equipment is available, and we always order extra garments. So in the case that there is a mistake, we're able to fix it immediately, and there's no delay to the delivery time. Another thing we do that most companies neglect is include the entire team, which is the parents, the coaches, and the players. People don't think that the parents have a pivotal role because they think that the parents aren't the ones that are placing the order, or the parents aren't the ones that are actually choosing which company to go with. But that's simply false. A lot of companies, or a lot of teams have team moms, and she actually handles the fundraising and handles the ordering of a lot of the spirit wear. So we want to make sure at the end of the day, when game time comes around, all three of these parties are happy. So, what does Rocket Sports offer? We offer apparel and equipment. With me here today is Hans, who's one of my customers from the Clarksburg lacrosse team, and everything from his waist up to his helmet was supplied by Rocket Sports. Now, if you have 40 guys running out on the field for that first home game looking as fantastic as Hans does right now, that sets a positive tone for the season. Thank you, Hans. So from taking this idea from the lacrosse field and turning it into reality started with a business plan. And 8 months after we developed our business plan, we got our first supplier, which was Epic Lacrosse, and shortly after that, our first customer, which was Wilson Lacrosse. But a key breakthrough for Rocket Sports came in August of 2017, and that's where we became a Montgomery County Public Schools vendor. And this allowed access to a market that many other companies can't reach. So is there a market? Well, there are 27 public high schools in Montgomery County, 30 teams at each high school, and 40 players on each team. So there's 32,400 student athletes that Rocket Sports can market to, and based on our sales and the customers we've supplied thus far, we know that there's a market of around $3 million. So how do we reach all 32,000 athletes? Well, we have 5 methods. The first is our website, rocketsports.us. Second is our social media. We have Instagram, where we have nearly 7,000 followers. We also use word of mouth, Rocket Sports apparel, which you see me wearing here today, and banner advertisements. We plan to have a banner at every high school athletic field in the county, but we're starting with Clarksburg High School, and it will read Clarksburg Coyotes, fueled by Rocket Sports, and that will be up by the end of the year. So our success. So far, we have $30,000 in revenue. We started with that first team last March, which was Wilson Lacrosse. This year, we supplied 7 teams, and next year, we already have commitment and interest from 17 teams across 5 different high schools in Montgomery County and D.C. So next year, we plan to have at least $100,000 in revenue from those 17 teams. We expect to get more over the summer, and a profit of $20,000. And not one of our customers has left us for another vendor since they've chosen Rocket Sports. So we're successful for 3 reasons: customer service, on-time delivery, and expertise in the area that we market to. There's no better feeling than delivering gear to a team, because I know the pride associated with representing my team, and I know that my customers feel the same way. Our future plans are to expand to Prince George's County Public Schools, because they just introduced lacrosse as a varsity sport, so there's a high demand and very little competition. And then we also want to get into the internship programs at the schools to get sales ambassadors, because for the first reason, it will give Rocket Sports the ability to work with the schools. We will build a relationship. The students get sales experience and have the ability to network. And lastly, after they graduate, Rocket Sports now has a pool of potential employees that we can pull from. And if we were to win tonight, we plan to use the money to purchase an embroidery machine, which will not only reduce our customization costs by 20%, but it will also reduce our turnaround times from 3 weeks, which is already fantastic, to as little as 3 to 5 days, which in this market is absolutely unheard of. Rocket Sports is in business to help fuel the success of our customers, and I'm asking you here today to fuel the success of Rocket Sports. Thank you.
I thought you had a great presentation. I have so many questions, so I'm going to try and pare it down, or else I'll rapid fire a bunch of them. You're going to purchase the machine. I think it's crystal clear, great, makes a lot of sense. Where will it go and who will operate it?
So right now I have a spot in my basement where everything's being run right now, and an embroidery machine, that's why we chose the embroidery machine, because it's compact and can fit as opposed to a screen printing machine. And so right now the screen printing is outsourced, but we wanted to bring the embroidery machine in first, because that'll really reduce our customization costs.
And would you use the same supplier to, say, supply the sweatshirts that you would then embroider yourself, or do you have to then go out and find a separate supplier for blank sweatshirts?
For my blank apparel, I have a lot of different companies that supply it. There's a wholesaler called Order ACC, and they have Gildan and a lot of the cotton apparel. But I also have Holloway and Augusta Sportswear, as well as Jerseys and Fruit of the Loom, and they're the ones that provide a lot of the athletic wear.
Okay, and my last quick question is, you clearly defined the market for lacrosse apparel wear, knowing that lacrosse guys think they're the coolest guys in school. If they have the coolest Rocket Sports apparel, is it not natural to then move to other sports teams in the same schools?
We provide lacrosse equipment to just lacrosse teams, but we provide apparel to all sports teams.
Great presentation. Very, very exciting idea. You mentioned MCPS and the schools. Have you looked at the rec leagues as well?
I wanted to start with MCPS because since a lot of my parents are teachers, I have 2 parents, and my grandparents are teachers, and I also built a lot of contacts there with the teachers that I had classes with. And so I wanted to start there, but the next step after Montgomery County and Prince George's County would be the neighboring schools, the neighboring school systems, but then also the club teams. But I wanted to eventually get down to the youth teams, because once you have a customer down at the youth level, you'll have them all the way up through high school and potentially in college.
I thought you did an awesome job. You were very clear and articulate in your pitch. I can't highlight how important it is to be a good communicator. My whole life I've been super shy, and that's why they call me Shy. But when you can get passionate about your business idea and just practice pitching it to as many people as possible, and it was obvious that you have a great job having 7,000 followers, so you know how to market. You've already got 30K in revenue, and hitting 100K in revenue in the year is very doable, and I believe you'll do it. I think the idea around tournaments is a good idea. Schools are good. You'll definitely need to be there, but they're slow to adopt. So maybe making sure you're at tournaments and the recreational ones might have a quicker adoption rate.
Yes.
Really enjoyed your whole pitch, and the reason is very clear. The market, tangible, addressable market is strong and well-defined. Are you including girls' sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now it's just the lacrosse equipment for the men's lacrosse teams. Our main supplier is Epic Lacrosse, which is why we started with just the men's lacrosse. But we plan to get STX or Warrior, which has a female line. And so we'll move into the girls' lacrosse team. But we can still supply the spirit wear for every team.
Okay, and have you thought of contacting local entrepreneur Kevin Plank?
Actually, yes. He had a friend who works at Clarksburg, and I was put in contact with her, but it turns out that their relationship had kind of faded throughout the years, so I'm still trying to get a way to reach out with him, because Under Armour would be a fantastic asset to have in our corner.
Yeah, this is a fantastic idea and hit home, quite honestly. I mean, not that long ago, daughter's basketball team, starting the season, none of the uniforms fit. Yep. Somebody was trying to gather them up and take them to somebody to do alterations. It was just a mess. Yep. But your idea of, fueling the success of your customers, on-time delivery, high quality, it's a fantastic idea. I think the need's really there. I didn't see up there an app. Have you developed an app?
We haven't developed an app. It was that image was our website, which is available on the mobile phone. We were looking at developing an app. One of my friends from high school is actually his major is web development, and so he actually helped me put together the website. And we're working on an app. That's something we're looking forward to doing this summer. Okay. But right now, the website and the social media seems to be working well so far.
Fantastic.
Well, you certainly got a big head start with some of the numbers you articulated. So very good on that. A little unclear as to just how much you are manufacturing yourself and how much others are manufacturing, and you're serving as effectively a conduit. Can you just speak to that a little bit, please?
So we go to the team. The team says, all right, we need 30 T-shirts. So I'll go to my supplier, which would be Holloway, is the main one I use. Holloway would send me the 30 T-shirts. I'd go to my embroiderer. He would embroider them and customize them, so we could use embroidery, heat press, screen printing. All of those have different prices, and so we work with the teams on what price and what quality they want. And so right now, we don't do the customization. I don't personally do the customization, but that's something we want to do because that'll increase our profit margin.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. If you would like to see Rocket Sports win the Audience Choice Award, please text 163-292-650-600-9016. And remember to tweet about it using the hashtag RaptorTank. The next Enactus projects we would like to highlight are the Plastic for Prosperity and Food for Life projects.
And I would like to start with the Plastic for Prosperity project, which helps aim to empower local homeless individuals through the reusages of plastic bags.
Yeah, so the project members attempt to save plastic bags from the landfill and repurposes them into handmade bracelets and mats. The team sells the bracelets to raise money for their mission, and then uses some of the mats for local homeless individuals. And the team is currently in communication with local homeless shelters to learn more about how they can expand their impact.
And we'll move on to the Food for Life project, which aims to empower Montgomery College students to take an active role in their health while learning vital skills to improve their livelihoods through the workshops they provide them.
So they're hosting workshops on both the Rockville and Germantown campuses this semester to teach MC students about budgeting, cooking, and gardening skills, and they're in collaboration with the hospitality management program and the biology department.
We are almost at the judge deliberation period, so you guys can go check both of these projects out during the judge deliberation period. Next up is our next contestant and the final one, Natalie Wilson with her business Lily and Pip Apron Boutique.
Good afternoon or evening, everyone. My name is Natalie Wilson, and I am the owner and CEO of Lily and Pip Apron Boutique. Lily and Pip Apron Boutique is a specialty online shop aiming to bring high fashion, couture-inspired designs to the apron world. A little bit about myself. I am currently a business major here at Montgomery College, and I would say 4 things that have made me who I am today are my faith in God, my awesome son Jaden, the fact that I'm from New York, which gives me that hustle mentality, and the fact that I love food and have been through a lot of experiences in the food world. So now you may be wondering, why aprons? So aprons have been around for centuries. So at the start of the 1500s, aprons became more of like a fashion accessory where women would take and embroider and add lace to their aprons. And there have been some ups and downs and ebbs and flows in the apron world. But at the start of the 21st century, aprons really have picked up, and there has been a revival of the apron industry. And now in 2016, I was out shopping for a birthday present for my friend Tina. Everybody say hi to Tina. Hey, Tina. We're out shopping for a birthday present, and I was really looking for something really special, a really cute apron that I could get her. And one of the things I was really disappointed with that the aprons were just kind of tossed and thrown behind different, pots and utensils, and there was really a hard time finding them. And so I went home really disappointed, really frustrated, just wondering why was that so hard. So after thinking about it for a little while, talking to various people in my life, doing a little bit of research, I started to wonder if it's actually possible that aprons could be at the forefront, could be at the center of a business, the center of a business. And so kind of looking around, thinking about it, I realized that absolutely, aprons could stand alone in the business model, and here we are today. So our core values, I've set up our core values so that our brand, the Lily and Pip Apron Boutique Company, is to ensure that our employees, all of our customers, and our community know that beyond a shadow of a doubt that the decisions that I make for our company really are of sound and wise judgment, and so that they would get an awesome product and they would have an awesome experience with our company as well. And so our vision. The Lily and Pip Apron brand vision is firstly to go global, and that would be a household name. We also envision that our aprons wouldn't just be used in the kitchen, but that you can take the aprons, wear them in your garden, as you're painting. You can put them wherever you conquer any mess that may come your way. And so a lot of the the joys of aprons is that it's not just for the kitchen, and so we want to bring that to the forefront. And then also we want our aprons to not just be functional, but to be beautiful as well. Now, I've set some really ambitious goals for Lily and Pip Apron Boutique, but I believe that they're all attainable. So we want to launch our online boutique at the end of 2018. At the end of our first year, we want to have a variety of aprons for men, women, and children. And within the next 5 years, our goal is to have a storefront where we can really tap into custom aprons, where our customers would have more hands-on experience in the design process. And now to our product. So here to your right is our first apron. This is the Lillian apron. I say this is our signature apron. As you can see, she is runway ready. She is ready to conquer any mess. These aprons also function on any size and every shape as well. And what I love so much is that we've added an extra detail on the right. If you can see the closure, instead of having it in the back, we've chosen to do a closure on the right, on the front right panel as well. And then our next 3 aprons that I've designed are right here. Our Belle, our Tina, and our Venus apron. Okay? All right, and so who is our target market? So these are women aged 30 to 50. They're employed or business owners. They love to take care of themselves. They're really into traveling and are okay spending a little bit of money on luxury items. And they're very much engaged in the digital world. And interestingly enough, the target market was my sister, Vanessa. And our marketing strategy right now is to go out and do promotions for first-time customer promotions, referral promotions, social media, hosting an annual fashion show, and also pop-up shops within our community. And now our project projections are a big assumption right now, but I've targeted about a $60 cost for an apron, first year selling about 300 aprons, and by our 5th year about 500 aprons. And our expenses right now are rolling through just to market, to manufacture and produce our aprons right now. And so where we are today, we are a legal business within the state of Maryland. We're building our website, and as you can see, we have 4 of our designs, and where we're going. So tomorrow I'm meeting with a manufacturer in DC, and we also are building our core team. Thank you. Sorry.
One wonder if that's the first time that the word couture and apron have been in the same sentence.
Probably, yes. Absolutely.
I love the idea. I love
Thank
the
you.
idea. And beautiful designs there. I think you've already kind of put together. Have you made prototypes already that?
I have not. No,
Okay.
I've been trying to find someone to help. We had someone, but the aprons didn't get here in time. So we're trying to, that's been kind of the challenge, is finding someone that can make the aprons, but we haven't made a prototype just yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to preface this by saying if there's anything I know less about than hip-hop, it's cooking. Having said that, competitors, who else makes aprons? Who are you competing against?
So a few things. I've done some research. It's been hard to find information about like the retail, the kitchen industry. There is a company that's in California, Headley and Bennett, that makes aprons, but their market is more so people who work in the kitchen setting. I think Williams-Sonoma just came out with aprons. I don't necessarily see them as a competitor just because our aprons are very much different. They may be potential partners, but I haven't seen anything that's like competitive to like the level where I'm trying to go. There are companies, there's Etsy, and there's things, companies that are, or smaller companies that are making aprons, but nothing that's kind of in the forefront, reaching kind of this couture style apron.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
I love the logo. I loved your energy. I loved your core values, and I definitely loved the apron designs.
Thank you.
It took us at Hungry over a year to get an apron designed. First, it started with a white apron with our logo, then it started with a black apron with our logo, and we finally got one yesterday that was embroidered with the logo a little bit nicer.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a long way from being, runway ready.
Call me.
Yeah, I think I'd be your best customer.
I am here. I have my business card right on the table.
I've got 60 plus chefs here in DC that work on our platform that need an apron,
Awesome.
and I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Call me. Yes.
Great. I was also trying to think of other places where people wear aprons where they're out dealing with customers.
Mm-hmm.
Chefs, definitely, but I was thinking hairdressers or
Yes.
high-end caterers, even people who work in office spaces that wear, when I worked at the New York Times, people wore aprons to not get ink on them.
Yeah.
So any place where people are covering up. And so I think that hopefully you can expand your thinking to
Yes.
where people just want to put on an extra layer and have it be functional and beautiful.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I think you could probably go to a fashion design school, and maybe they have requests for proposals. Maybe have some people do a contest and let them compete for designs, and come back to you with some free, great aprons for prototypes instead of going out and paying for it. Students are often really interested in developing their own portfolios, so go for it.
I agree. I'll definitely be doing that. Thank you. Thank you.
So the price, $60 per apron. How did you come to that price? Have you surveyed the market? Have you looked at what do aprons cost in retail stores now? I know that you're trying to position yourself as very different than those, but how did you come up with the price?
So I did some research, and I sent out a survey just trying to get some information. I didn't get much response back. I know a few of the respondents were like, we pay about 40 to 50, 60 to 70. What I did was I based it on the company Headley and Bennett, which is over in California, and just because I see them kind of like as a model company that I think it's workable to have aprons as your kind of main product. But their prices are about 70 to like 130, 40. So I kind of went a little bit lower because I know the quality, the time it's going to take to make the aprons, really the materials that we want to use. I figure if they're doing about 75 to like 150, a good market or a good kind of assumption is about a $60 apron. And depending on if it's for kids or if it's for a man or if it's a plus size, the price could go up, the price could go down. So I just kind of found a number that I felt would be something workable that people would pay for.
Take one more question. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Everything's fine. You're in the mood for that.
Natalie. How great was that? I will buy those aprons myself. Woo! If you want to vote Natalie to win the Audience Choice Award, please text 163530 to 650-600-9016. And I want to remind all of you to use #RaptorTank to tweet about all the great things that is happening at today's event.
Yeah, at this time, the judges will review and deliberate on tonight's winners. So judges, please follow our ambassadors to the judges' deliberation room. Audience, please remember to cast your vote for our Audience Choice Award recipient. The polls will be closing in about 30 minutes. We would also like to let our Facebook viewers know that during the judges' deliberation period, we'll be conducting interviews with all of our contestants.
While the judges are deliberating, please feel free to grab refreshments complimentary of MBI Cafe. In addition, at this time, the project leaders will be stationed at each of the project posters, so please visit the Enactus exhibition.
Yeah, also, if you're looking to learn a little bit more about each business, all of our contestants will be over there by their booths, and they will be able to talk to you about each of their businesses. So all students are welcome to join Enactus as well and get involved in a project like the ones you've seen today. So the award ceremony will begin in about 30 minutes, but in the meantime, let's learn a little bit more about Enactus.
And don't forget to visit the MBI Cafe project table to spin the wheel of coffee for a chance to win great prizes. And we will be doing raffles during the judge deliberation period, so please stick around, guys, and hold on to your raffle tickets.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With over 3.2 billion people online globally, cybersecurity jobs are in high demand. Montgomery College offers instruction on the latest technology in our state-of-the-art cyber lab. Hands-on experience provides entry-level computer technicians a pathway to enter the workforce or to transfer to a four-year institution. For more information, visit montgomerycollege.edu/cyberprogram.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm majoring in broadcasting here at MC, and my project is to study the role of a community college president. Montgomery College has one, who I see a lot in our town hall meetings, state of the college meetings, and a ton of video blogs. I know presidents have a lot of responsibilities. I just don't know what it is they do on a daily basis. Luckily, I was able to schedule some time with her to talk about it. If you were to write a description for a community college president today, what would you write?
I start off by saying you have to be the fiercest advocate you can for your students. You have to be a fierce advocate for your employees, faculty and staff alike, and you have to be passionately connected to the community you serve.
Montgomery College is a great school, and like most colleges, the area around it is changing fast. MC has to keep up with it. What would you say is the toughest challenge for a community college president today?
I think right now it is really trying to have a consciousness about what's happening right now within the college, but also being able to prepare it for the future. And colleges and universities typically are not organizations that move swiftly. We are here to, in a lot of ways, we're the ivory towers. We're supposed to be those who hold knowledge. We're supposed to be the ones who help keep things constant to a certain extent. The reality about that, this environment around us is changing so quickly, whether it be the fiscal issues, the demographic issues, the local politics, the county and state politics, the national politics. All of these things are changing so rapidly around us that part of my job is to try and be grounded in where we are right now, but always having an eye on the future. But if you do it well, you have to be prepared to help people understand that and take them on a journey and tell them a story that connects them to what you're trying to say, and ultimately, at the end of the day, create an action plan to get them there.
They're always on the go. The day before I interviewed her, she went with a bunch of students to Annapolis to advocate for more resources at MC. The following week, she was on Capitol Hill, meeting with congressmen to discuss ways to improve student access to college education. They gathered with other academic leaders along with business leaders to get support for academic programs, and they're in public forums to listen to people's concerns and ideas. Where does a community college president do most of the work? Is it on campus? Is it off campus? Is it both?
If you'd asked the college president probably 20 years ago where they do their work, they would probably say on campus. You're in meetings and you are walking the campus and all of these types of things. Unfortunately, that is not the work that it is right now. I am probably away from my office as much as I'm in it. I am any place at our county council advocating, talking to our county executive. I'm out in businesses in the community talking about the college and hoping that they will help support us. You have to be able to move into multiple audiences. Some days I might be reading to kindergartners, and then I'm at the end of the day having a conversation about the value and worth of community colleges in a public forum. Is all about that. And in between, I'm on the phone, I'm using social media to try and stay connected. So it is a rigorous pace.
Which brings me to this. With all the meetings and forums and emails and speaking engagements and countless other duties, when do they go home? How many hours do you feel like you put in a week?
I'd say minimally 55 hours a week, because I probably work about 10 hours a day, and then I'll have another 5 over the weekend because there are weekend events, a gala here, a forum on this that I have to attend. So that's minimum. Some days though, I can leave my house at 8 o'clock in the morning and not get home until 11 o'clock at night. I'm probably gone maybe about 13 times a year, whether I am traveling on behalf of the college to attend a workshop, to go and talk to people that we might be able to partner with. I'm attending conferences representing the college. And in the midst of that, I still try to be a mom and a wife, and that's hard.
So the story is, community college presidents have a lot of responsibilities and make decisions that require a ton of different commitments and face time with many other leaders. My next question is, who do they get help from to do all these things? And how do they prioritize? We discuss all this in my next video.
Montgomery College is a friendly environment.
Great opportunity.
Accessible.
Caring. Diverse.
Super.
Wow.
Success.
Diverse. Second home.
Excellent.
Exceptional.
The best.
Simply unforgettable.
Fantabulous.
It's fantastic.
It's great. Amazing. Supportive.
Essential.
It's unique. Inspiring.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Student Cruz here at the Theater Arts Arena for the 4th Annual Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition. All the teams have pitched their business ideas to all the judges. The judges are now going into the deliberation room where they will have about 30 to 45 minutes to pick tonight's grand winners. But with me right now, I have Elisa and Ryan with Donut Shop Collective. Guys, great job in your presentation. Could you guys tell me, why have you set an age range from 13 to 25?
That's our main marketing campaign. We want to gear towards that age group. It's certainly not everybody. Anyone can wear or buy Donut Shop, but that's our main focus.
I heard the judges talking about a pop-up shop collection. What do you have an approach for a pop-up shop?
So we plan on collaborating over the summer with a lot of different local musicians and artists and a lot of different local events that are going to be happening in D.C. area or Maryland area.
Well, good luck to you guys. There's only a couple of more minutes. You'll find out if you guys are tonight's big winners. So good luck.
Thank you very much.
If you guys want to vote for Donut Shop, if this is your favorite team, make sure you you text the number 605-600-9016. Their code is 163525. Donut Shop's code is 163525. So make sure to text that code if you want Donut Shop to be tonight's award choice winner. I'll be right back with the next contestants.
I'm majoring in broadcasting here at MC, and my project is to study the role of a community college president. They have challenging jobs that require them to work with different boards, the public, students, employees, elected officials, and do fundraising. The responsibilities almost seem endless. Fortunately, they don't have to do it by themselves. Who are the people at this college that help you do what you do and support you every day?
I am very attuned to our governance system because not only do they help me understand the issues that are happening, they help you keep a pulse on the temperature of the college so you can kind of feel how things are going based on these moments. I obviously spend a lot of time with my senior staff because they are managing large divisions of the college and I can't be everywhere at any time. My chief of staff is indispensable because this is the person who has to be the truth teller to me. Within the college, I also spend a lot of time walking around, and you know who I listen to a lot are students. I stop and talk to students and say, hey, how's it going? Our custodial staff, they are phenomenal in telling you about things that you didn't know about the college community. Our faculty, they help us understand the student experience.
Everyone wants something from you. How do you keep up? How do you know what they need and what they don't?
The first thing I really try and do is practice mindfulness that I did being in that moment. And it's very hard. When I was early in my career, I never forget this, I was a dean, and I had a faculty member who stopped me in the hallway and we were standing by the copy machine. And he was trying to tell me about something that had happened in his class, and it would have taken 3 minutes for him to tell me that story. Do you know, because every time somebody walked past, I said, oh, Teresa, I need to talk to you about this. Oh, hey, no problem. And I remembered that it was probably 15 minutes by the time he ended telling me that story. And I thought to myself, Darian, you have got to work on being in the moment. If you're with me in this space, I try to pay attention to what's happening right here.
Obviously, there's a lot of things at the college that need attention. How do you prioritize your attention and everything at the college?
When I first arrived at the college, probably about 2 months after I'd been here, the previous president, Charlene Nunley, took me out to dinner and she said to me, Darian, you're gonna have to hustle for the first couple of years of this job really hard. And you're gonna feel like there's never an end to it. You're gonna be gone every night. She said, but if you wanna do this job for a while, and if you wanna also at the end of the day be healthy and have a family life that resembles normal people, you're gonna have to learn how to balance. You have to learn how to teach people about your limits. And I laughed it off. I was like, oh, okay, I'm a first year in this job. I know I'm gonna have to work, and I get it now.
They do have to hustle a lot, and most of their job is not done at their desks. MC has an executive assistant to the president. She's Ida Britton. In addition to her love of being on camera, in some ways, she runs the show. She knows Dr. Pollard's workflow and time management. She has to if things are gonna get done.
Each week I get a binder that I go home with on Friday for everything I need to know for the following week. On Sundays, I carve out time where I look at my personal mission statement I have, I look at my goals for that week and that month, and I plot it out. I try to read in advance so that when I'm in a meeting, I'm not thinking about the document for the next meeting that I didn't read, right? I say no to some things. I may go to this pinning ceremony this year. I may not come back for a couple of years because I'm gonna go to this music concert. I'm gonna go to this athletic game. And then in the midst of that, I've got to build in the community work. Our jobs are as rigorous as that of a 4-year university president. It is as demanding as any other CEO position that's out there. Accountability measures are going up, calls for completion are going up. In the midst of that, we're trying to figure out how to be financially stable, how to have good stewardship of the resources we have. We do important work at this college. We are helping people to empower them to change their lives. We're doing that.
After spending time with Dr. Pollard and studying what the role of a community college president is, I've learned that the job is like being an entrepreneur on behalf of their school. It's about finding the needs of the local economy, ensuring their college is getting the students ready to fill those needs, and building partnerships and support with the surrounding area to do it. On top of that, they work to make college education accessible to everyone. It's a tall order, but with a lot of effort and endless help from those around them, community college presidents work to ensure students are being prepared for their future.
Interested in career success? Get to Montgomery College and we'll get you going. You can earn an associate's degree in only 2 years. With 3 campuses, award-winning faculty, and multiple online learning opportunities, Montgomery College will empower you to set your course and succeed. Want to pursue a bachelor's degree? If you start at MC, you can save 1/3 on total tuition costs of a 4-year program. Apply today.
Welcome back, everyone. We're here at the Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition. With me right now is Isa with Etware. Isa, you did such an amazing job in your presentation. Could you tell me, do you think students can become content generators for some of the material for your apps?
Absolutely, why not? I mean, as they grow, as they learn English, they can include their stories, or maybe they can create their own quotes, motivational quotes, or even the recommendations to other series that are coming to the U.S. And absolutely, why not? They can put their content too in Etware for others to work with too.
All right. Have you thought of other funding sources like nonprofit organizations that are working already with your target audience?
Yes. We would like to partner up with a technology company that will help us a lot to reduce our costs as a startup, and also will help us to give our services as soon as possible to these kids.
Thank you so much, Isa. Good luck to you. And for you viewers, if you like Isa's business pitch idea and you want to vote for her for the Audience Choice Award, make sure you text Isa's number 163526 and text that code to 650-600-9016. I'll be right back with another contestant, so don't go away.
Are you interested in learning more about Montgomery College? Take a virtual tour. Photos, videos, tour guides will show you around our campuses in Germantown, Rockville, and Tacoma Park, Silver Spring. Check out our 360 panoramas. You'll feel like you're right on campus. Pretty cool. Come check out MC. Go online, see it for yourself. Go to montgomerycollege.edu and make your move.
Sign up for classes at montgomerycollege.edu. Just click on Apply Now.
Montgomery College is giving me the opportunity to achieve my goal.
I'm doing things I never thought I could see myself doing when I was a senior in high school. Service idea.
Montgomery College Computer Science program offers Computer Science and Technologies associate degree and also 2 certificates, Computer Programming Certificate and Java Developer Certificate.
Most of the classes I teach are 18 to 20, 22 students, something like that. So you get a lot more attention.
I think the fact that we have smaller classes at Montgomery College is helpful, primarily for the fact that professors, they can pay more attention to you because there's less people.
Amazing professors. I still miss them.
It's known as the IP address. Each one represents a byte.
Students come out of this program very well prepared.
Montgomery College prepared me for my classes at College Park. Even on my first day, I felt like I was prepared for what was about to come.
The job market is very good for computer science and technology students. They are in demand and there are less graduates than jobs available.
I'm really happy that I came to Montgomery College.
Montgomery College really helped me to get where I am today.
To learn how chemistry has been applied to some of mankind's greatest achievements, Montgomery College students recently took a field trip to the Stephen F. Udvar Hazy Center, where they received presentations by 2 Smithsonian curators. Their first stop was a collection of vacuum suits, the precursors to NASA's spacesuits, where they learned about some of the challenges the designers had.
This is the AX4. It is also known as the toaster suit. Look at the shoulders. They're very wide. Once they inflated that for tests, the guy in the middle seat popped up like a piece of toast.
By the time the Apollo missions came along, many refinements have been made, enabling astronauts to move about more freely.
The outer layer is a fiberglass fabric. They dipped each fiber into Teflon. That made it easier to weave, and more importantly, that made it easy to sew. So you could tailor these suits to the astronauts' bodies, have the astronaut move around, and not have those fibers break apart.
After that, it was on to spacecraft. In this case, the Space Shuttle Discovery.
In the 1960s and 1970s, we flew astronauts in capsules. They were one-time only craft. For the shuttle era, NASA wanted to do something entirely different, a very versatile spacecraft to operate in Earth orbit and to be used again and again and again.
One of the biggest challenges the designers of the space shuttles had was creating a heat shield that could withstand multiple missions. Their solution came in the form of special ceramic tiles.
Out of all these 24,000 tiles or so on the vehicle, about 18,000 of them are still original. By having them in individual pieces, you can follow the line of the airframe, but also if one is damaged, you don't have to deal with the whole heat shield. You just fix the damaged place.
The trip gave students new perspectives on chemistry by showing them incredible examples of applied science.
You would never think a college would have a field trip, but this is amazing. Like, not even high school they took us out here, but it's pretty cool to see that chemistry can actually be out in the real world, and it's an easy way for us students to connect with the class.
For MC Today, I'm Dan Rankin.
We know you have dreams, a great job, a better life. Career success starts at Montgomery College. MC helps you get the hands-on education you need for the job you want. And you can save up to half the cost of attending other colleges. Career success. It's in your future. Start your future now at Montgomery College.
Welcome back. We're live here at the Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition in the Theater Arts Arena. What you see right now on screen is the judges making a decision on tonight's top winners. We have 3 prizes, but the main prize gets $2,500. So they are in there deciding who is going to win the $2,500 today. But with me right now, I have another contestant. I have Andre with Z-Charge. Andre, you did such a great job in your presentation with the judges. Were you nervous up there?
Yeah, definitely a little bit nervous, but I tried using that to my advantage. So I'm pretty proud of how I performed. So I'm excited for the results.
Good. Have you thought about partnering with a tech company?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not planning to become a millionaire off this idea. My main goal is to bring this product to market. So definitely, if the advantage comes up, definitely going to partner with the tech company.
So let me play as devil advocate. What if the cost of developing a prototype is cost prohibitive? Even if you win the top prize tonight, what is your plan B?
So basically, even if I win the top prize today and the price is still too expensive, I'm probably going to turn to crowdfunding because, as you may know, there's a lot of crowdfunding sites out there like Kickstarter, where if people think your product has potential and they like it, they'll donate to it in order to later get it at a discounted price or something like that. So definitely an option. So yeah.
Well, thank you, Andre. You still have a chance to be tonight's big winner. If you want to vote for Andre and his company, Z-Charge, his code is 163527. Make sure you text that to 650-600-9016. Again, good luck, Andre.
Thank you.
I chose hospitality management because I wanted to be in a business that was fast-paced, where I could really help people.
The professors and hospitality management program at MC are really supportive. They always were there for us.
Students are getting good theory, hands-on, real-world experience.
The great thing about Montgomery College is it's preparing our students for jobs in Montgomery County. There's a lot of hotel jobs, there's a lot of food and beverage jobs in Montgomery County.
The job market in the hospitality management field is very strong in the Washington metropolitan area. We have students working in hotels and restaurants,
I get many, many phone calls from businesses looking for students who maybe work part-time and also looking for graduates to get into management programs. It's a big, big field. It's the second largest employer in the state of Maryland.
Most of our Montgomery College alumni are either becoming restaurant leaders, some are hoping to open their own businesses, some are getting into the hotel industry.
I say it all the time, I love Montgomery College. I love the curriculum here in hospitality management. It's really prepared me to go out into the workforce. My ultimate dream is to own a restaurant, but I really knew I didn't have the skills and there were a lot of steps in between. When you have a dream like that, it can kind of be overwhelming. But the professors here and the classes I've taken, it really set me on the right course to be able to lay out a path that's going to get me to that goal.
The hospitality program here at Montgomery College definitely got me going. I realized this is where I need to be, and I got the experience that I needed. I interned, and now I'm here, I'm working, and it's great.
Montgomery College's Student Health and Wellness Center for Success recently partnered with the Capital Area Food Bank to provide the mobile market, a food supply that is at no cost and open to the public. Multiple times throughout the year, MC will host mobile markets on each of its campuses.
We probably served more than maybe 300 people this time, but next time it's going to be even bigger. This is just one tenet of our Student Health and Wellness Center, and we know in order to be well, we need to be able to eat, and so this is what we did today.
Finding a healthy source of food is unfortunately a challenge for many in the county, and MC's student population is not exempt from this.
It's difficult to pay those tuitions and those book bills and everything, and then to have to go to the grocery store, and that can be one of the last things you're actually paying. Anybody that walks up will be served. We don't need your ID, we don't need a ton of information from you. All we need is how many people are in your household, basically. The ideal is for everyone to go home with at least 40 pounds of fresh produce.
The food is gathered through donations from grocery stores and the general public.
Currently, we brought out 3,000 pounds. Next month, it'll be closer to the 6,000 pound range. We will always have fresh produce here. The rest of it is going to be things like dairy or bread, things that we need to get out of our food bank immediately and doesn't go to waste.
The value to MC's student population is tremendous.
Think about being a student or think about being an individual who isn't sure where your next meal is coming from and the impact of that.
It's great for our education because if you're low in produce, it's like you can't function.
It's remarkable, honestly, feeding everybody. There's such an epidemic with people who don't eat day to day, and healthy food is the way to definitely help students.
We have students who are homeless, we have employees who are hungry, we have opportunities that we can partner with community groups to help. So this is raising awareness while at the same time providing a much needed resource.
To find locations and times for upcoming mobile markets and other food resources at MC, go to montgomerycollege.edu and search Fuel for Success. For MC Today, I'm Neil Hodgkinson.
The Raptor dining card is a declined balance account. It works like a debit card. The student, faculty, or staff can put whatever money they want on the card. You can get the Raptor dining cards at one of the 3 campuses from any cashiers.
Here at the Rockville campus, we have the new Student Service Building, which is a 130,000 square foot facility that's being built. Registration, counseling and advising, student life will all be housed here in one centralized location.
Charles Smith, professor of political science and history at the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus. My favorite book, Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin. My favorite restaurant would be a place called La Casita, which makes some of the best pupusas. Do I prefer coffee or tea? That is an all of the above question.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm just Student Cruz here at the Theater Arts Arena for the 4th Annual Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition. Right now I have Ang with the Outsiders Channel. And good job on your presentation with the judges. And can you tell us why a channel and not a podcast? Because a channel requires production and it can become costly.
Because our team believe in visual effect to our audience. When you see the video, it will be more persuasive, and they will feel more connect to the content that we try to deliver out. That's why I chose a channel rather than a podcast.
Great. The judges talked to you about the cost. Have you analyzed what your budget will be for your staff and production?
For the staff for the first 2 years, like I say in my presentation, it's going to be cost much because most of our staff is based on voluntary. After we get more popularity, of course we're going to rise up. We're going to pay for our staff for that, and that will be developed in the future. But right now, the cost should not be assist $5,000, mainly just for marketing. So.
Well, good luck to you, Ang. And for anyone want to vote for the Outsiders Channel, her code is 163528. And text to 1-650-600-9016. Again, if you want to vote for the Outsiders Channel, her code is 163528. Good luck to you, Ann. Stay tuned. I'll be right back with another contestant.
My name is Alejandra Ramos, and I'm majoring General Studies in Montgomery College. MC was a logical choice. It was close to home. Financially, it was good for my family. I'm taking Art 100. I'm taking Chemistry 099. My favorite class would have to be Sociology. The professor, he's trying to make us think about the world in a different way, not just concepts. So I started playing when I was 4. I was training to play for the Peruvian national team. It was so competitive that it wasn't as fun anymore. I decided to go to MC and try out for the team. I love playing with these girls. We're competitive, but we support each other so much. And I think just being part of a team is really great. I like being a student athlete. It's all time management. You kind of have to schedule yourself. My mom especially, she pushes me a lot. They're always supporting me, and that's one of the best feelings, having that support. I'm looking to become a nutritionist, and MC is helping me make my move.
Why is Montgomery College the place for you? MC is an 18-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio and convenient day, evening, weekend, and online classes. Montgomery College provides academic and career support services to help you reach your goals. MC students come from more than 160 countries. MC has transfer agreements with more than 40 colleges and universities. MC provides career planning services to jumpstart your career. Call or visit us online to make your move today.
The Raptor dining card is a declined balance account. It works like a debit card. The student, faculty, or staff can put whatever money they want on the card. You can get the Raptor dining cards at one of the 3 campuses from any cashiers.
Here at the Rockville campus, we have the new student service building, which is a 130,000 square foot facility that's being built. registration, counseling and advising, student life will all be housed here in one centralized location.
Charles Smith, a professor of political science and history at the Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus. My favorite book, Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin. My favorite restaurant would be a place called La Casita, which makes some of the best pupusas. Do I prefer coffee or tea? That is an all of the above question.
It's the latest social media challenge that's circling the globe, and it originated right here at Montgomery College. Most people make New Year's resolutions to better themselves, but after a semester in Professor Sobilski's Intro to Sociology class, some MC students are making a resolution to better the world by saying, "I love you."
They were forced for the first time to seriously analyze the concept of love. They hear about love all the time from music industry, from film industry, and sometimes they say to each other, "I love you," but do they really mean it?
He basically said, so you're going to write an essay on what love means to you, and then you're going to interview people on what love means to them.
But their approach was to be a bit different.
He just basically flat out told us, tell somebody that you love them. Nothing else, just I love you.
Though the assignment was to study the meaning of love in society, for many, this project has meant so much more.
I've started showing my affection towards my family a little bit more, so this project has definitely changed me for the better.
I've been a better person, I guess, and a better daughter, a better sister, a better girlfriend, a better everything, you know. And
before, I never really knew what it was. I didn't really believe it in anything, in any way, shape, or form, but this project actually opened up my eyes to what is to come in the future.
The clips seen here are from a short documentary video about the project. For the full video and more information, search #LoveYouChallenge on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Stephen, can you tell us how come there's such a need for spirit wear that the major companies haven't already met?
Well, our competition, the other companies, they fail to recognize how important it is to deliver on time. And they overbook themselves. They say yes to every customer, and that causes delays, and then no one gets their spirit wear on time. And so our goal is to make sure that that never happens.
If you are the big top winner tonight, what are you going to do with the Raptor seed money?
We're going to put that money towards an embroidery machine, which will reduce our customization costs reduce our customization costs 20%, and it will also reduce our turnaround time from 3 weeks to 3 to 5 business days, which is a huge reduction, and it will help the teams out a lot.
That is great. Good luck to you, Stephen. All right, and I will be right back with our final contestants, so don't go away.
Here at Germantown, we have simply amazing facilities. Students really are getting trained, they're getting access to equipment, exactly what they would see in industry, and we're probably the only place in the state that has this. The beauty of this program is instead of having one piece of equipment, we have multiple pieces of equipment. So we have enough equipment to put 3 or 4 students on, whereas in most programs, students watch the instructor demonstrate the equipment. But here, we actually have the students touching the equipment. They're the ones, for example, adding cells into the bioreactor, programming the parameters, watching the cells. I feel that our program does an outstanding job of preparing students for the job market. And that's evidenced by the fact that we have companies calling us, asking us for our students. My feeling is that the companies are happy with what we're doing, and we have created our curricula with direct input from the companies, and we maintain that on a regular basis. I think the demand for a skilled workforce, even at the entry level, will just continue to grow.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Theater Arts Arena for the 4th Annual Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition. Right now, I have Natalie Wilson with Lily and Pip Apron Boutique. Natalie, you did such a great job in your presentation. The judges love your idea. Are you going to have customized sizings options for your customers?
Yes, so after we kind of start off making some pre-made aprons, over the next course of time, we really want to specialize in custom fit aprons. So we really want to take into consideration shape, height, because all of those things kind of play into fit. So hoping with our storefront and even somehow trying to incorporate that into our online market, we'll definitely be considering that over the next year or two. Absolutely, yeah.
Wonderful. In the world of celebrity and chefs, if you could choose one chef to be your spokesperson, who would it be?
Who would it be? Well, I've been watching Giada De Laurentiis forever since she came on the Food Network. So just because we have that bit of history, she's Italian and she's got a little bit of style herself, I would definitely like her to represent my aprons.
That is wonderful. Again, thank you so much and good luck to you and your company. And I'm looking forward to getting an apron in the future. Thank you. Thank you.
The business department at Montgomery College has a sense of community that really helps you grow.
We offer one program, which is a degree in business, which is designed as a transfer program. It's the second largest program at the college. We also have an accounting certificate, which is designed for students who already have a college degree, a bachelor's degree, so they can come back and take the courses they need to sit for the CPA.
Faculty at Montgomery College has been incredibly helpful. They've been always there to mentor me and help me in whatever way I need. They've always been there to support me and just tell me how to get to my next step. Once I tell them the goals that I have, they devise a plan and a way to help me get there.
The Macklin Business Institute is a program for business students. It is an honors business program that provides not only honors courses, but a whole broad variety of extracurricular activity that get the student engaged in the world of business.
I wanted an opportunity to step out of my comfort zone, and ultimately that's what I saw from MBI because I've never been a part of an honors program before. And seeing what they've done on campus with Enactus, the MBI Cafe, I really saw that as something that could really push me to becoming a better me. Coming out of high school, I didn't really have that many options. I got accepted to a couple schools, but I really saw Montgomery College as like a way to start over. And once I got in, I was able to dive right in, get to work, and it really gave me the opportunity to see that applying to myself really gives me the opportunity to succeed.
MC definitely helped me prepare for my future. I think he gave me the background and the confidence to be someone that I want to be, the professional that I want to be. So that's how MC got me going. It made me believe that I could do more than I actually thought I could.
Montgomery College students, do you have a business idea that needs funding? Compete in the annual Raptor Tank competition where students pitch their business ideas to successful entrepreneurs to win money to help fund their business.
Welcome to Raptor Tank!
So it would mean a lot if I win the competition.
It would mean that I've made my friends proud, my family proud for all of my accomplishments.
To win this competition would actually mean that I have a chance of realizing my dream.
The Raptor Tank is this great new project we have going on at the school where students actually get to submit a business idea, and then if they're selected to move forward after building a business plan, they get to pitch their ideas to a group of venture capitalists in front of a very large group of our student body to hopefully win the prize money from Montgomery College to help turn their business idea into a reality. The final round actually consists of a whole semester worth of workshops oriented around various business topics such as business concept development, SWOT analysis, financial projections, and marketing.
Whenever you're in business, you have to figure out
what your variable costs would be and what your fixed costs would be.
The most influential workshop was the financial one because we have to figure out all the costs, our fixed costs, our variable costs, and it made us think about like how much we're going to be spending and how much we're going to have to be making to break even or to make a profit.
The rehearsal gave us an opportunity to see what it's like to go on stage, to do the presentation. We were given tips on what we could do better, what we did well.
Feedback that I've gotten from the faculty and being able to go to the workshops have really helped me become a better entrepreneur and a better advocate for my company.
I'm very excited about today, actually.
I think we can look forward to see some really neat business ideas, some new ideas, and some great profitable businesses, all in support of our students.
Finally, I would like to announce the second annual Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition winner and the recipient of $2,500, Puya with What the Sock.
I'm actually feeling really excited. I can't believe that I actually won the whole thing. It's crazy. I can't even really talk.
So now that we've given out the awards, the students are going to take their money and they can actually buy anything that will help grow their business. We're really excited for looking into next year, and we'll have a whole new group to bring through the program.
Welcome back. The results are in, but before, yep, there you go. So before we begin with the award ceremony, our Raptor Tank program directors would like to share a few remarks. These two people are critical to this project. Throughout the whole year, they've been helping us, and this night wouldn't have been possible without them. So please welcome Professor Hannah Weiser from the Rockville program and MBI Director Steve Lang.
Here's my music. I'm wondering why I didn't get any music. I was enjoying it so much. Can we get another round of applause for all of our contestants? No matter what the results are, they've all put in a lot of hard work, and they all deserve a lot of credit for the effort that they put in this year.
You've heard a lot today about how Raptor Tank is a large collaboration, and in the end, it's about a lot more than the seed money we're about to award.
The $5,000 in funding comes from the MBI students' successful operation of the MBI Cafe. This really fulfills our mission of the Raptor Tank of believing in students, believing in business.
Since Raptor Tank is an Enactus project, which you've also heard about today, this means students are actually provided the opportunity to build a range of skills in the business field, such as leadership, development, and in the implementation of this year-long program.
We have multiple students participating in this event in a variety of roles, and without the support of these students, this program would not be possible.
Because our students are so important in this program, we want to take some time to recognize them today. If you are an Enactus student, can you please stand? You're all well deserving of that round of applause. Thank you so much for all your help today. We also have to give a special shout out to Autumn and Riley, our co-leaders. They've been working so hard all year long, and they really have a lot to be proud of today. Thank you both.
We also want to thank our judges who took time out of their busy schedules to support our students today. Our Uber judge, Mr. Bill Keating. We have Miss Mary Pat Alkus. You can applaud, so great. Miss Holly Vale. Mr. Shai Palavani. Mr. David Pop. Mr. Stephen Sandberg. And I saved our MBI and MC alum, Crystal Quinones, for last. Our students have put a little thank you on the table in the gift bag, just as a little, in reference to their operation of a successful business on campus.
We've talked a lot about this being a collaboration, and of course the students are at the heart of it, but we do also want to thank all of our faculty and staff that have helped with this program. Joanne Frazier, Susan Blumen, Georgia Buckles, Professor Bates, John Carlton, and Linda Youngentraub. If you're here, if you can please stand. We also would like to give a special thanks to the person that really makes the magic happen at this event. It wouldn't be possible without her. Lindsay Yair of the Macklin Business Institute. You can't find her now because she's busy working. There you are, Lindsay.
She always hides when the cameras come on. Also, the college and our campus has tremendous leadership, from our president, Dr. Pollard, to our senior vice president, Dr. Sanjay Rai, to our VP and provost, Dr. Kimberly Kelly, who did a great intro today. Our dean, Kathy McKellian, department chair for Rockville, Georgia Buckles, and my co-Enactus advisor, Professor Rebecca Razavi. And really all of the administration at the college for supporting this event and supporting the MC student entrepreneurs.
Now, another invaluable partner you probably see on the sidelines here, but they're doing a lot of really big work and helping to make this live, worldwide even, for you and our students, is MCTV. We want to thank them for their help today. This is also an opportunity for MCTV students to build new skills, so that's important as well. We also want to give a special thanks to Danielle Stutzky and Brian O'Neill from MCTV for all their help throughout our program. Thank you both.
And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for, the award ceremony. First, I'd like to invite the judges to come up to the stage to be part of the presentation of results, as Autumn and Riley are going to now share the results of the competition.
Thank you, Mr. Lang and Professor Weiser. Also, thank you to all the finalists for all your hard work. We know that you've been working really hard for the last 7 months, and it was really awesome to see your business progress and develop.
Now, moving on to the judges' decisions.
Yeah. Ooh. In the third place, can I get a, drum roll? Receiving $750 for their business is Lillian Pip Apron Boutique, Natalie Wilson. Yeah. Congratulations!
Stand up there, go up there. Yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, for second place, receiving $1,250 is Aixa with her business Edward.
And finally, our 4th annual Raptor Tank Business Pitch Competition winner and the recipient of $2,500 is Rocket Sports Stephen Koda. Congratulations!
Let's man go up there.
Congrats.
All right, but that's not it. Now we would like to announce our Audience Choice Award recipient.
Congratulations, Donut Shop Collective. Congrats!
Right there. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.